to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money. They say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time. Out and about, out chasing paper. The streets of my house and the house always wins like Vegas. Never down for the count. Second win, second nature. Found mine. Never had my hands out. Fuck favors. By design, everything tailored. In my youth, it was shell toes, no Chuck Taylors. Weak soap game, had a game, so it's still the same code game, so it's still the same code. We all pay the cost, pay dues. Move with the mind state that I can't lose. On the grind, push a hard line with my linemen. Back when I was young, they said it's all about timing. Till it's my time, all the stars are aligning. I'm a diamond in the rough, couple cuts got me shining. This game you cannot cop on consignment. In the field, all we do is execute assignments. The game should be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk. The game should be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk.
First, we get into this paper. See, I want it all, plus some UNDERDOG, cause a lot of alcohol, few dad bags of paper. Run this shit like a ship and I'm the sailor. Cold, kinda like it's fresh up out the freezer. Cold, if she ain't talking bread, I don't need her. Soon as I meet her, I'm a fucker, then I leave her. It's the old Mac knees, treat them all like bottom feeders. Break it down slow for them folks that don't know. I'm a seasoned vet, black belt out the dojo. With a wide range of weapons, so I'm out the holster. Keeping all options open, so many ways that I can fold ya. Told you from the gate, never been about no play. Get it on the go, they never been known for no delay. The game should be sold, not to be told. Keep your mouth shut, don't have to break the mold. Mac knees.
Break the work down, it's fence the move. Push that work out, I distribute. Break the work down, it's fence the move. Push that work out, I just distribute. A young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor.
I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. You know I'm the boy, get money's what I'm used to.
Keep you straight from the gate, so I don't confuse ya. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'ma make noise, shout to my producer. I'm an entertainer, but I ain't here to amuse ya. Yeah, fuck with shooters and they all fucking users. Come through and wake that ass up like a rooster, hella early in the morning. Early bird gets a worm. Finna get rich for 'em, food for the worms. Cutting cocaine, dumping whole things. It's a cold game, make you run your gold chain. Hungry, but I'm moving in a keto state. For sure, I beat the price on the keys in your state. Catch me running up a tail, fucking up a bag. Make me wonder how long will a good thing last. On my Curtis Mayfield, live a life I can't chill. Push a man, pushing packs, all I do is make squeal. Keep it 100, I'm just numb, yo, I can't feel none of these suckers when they say they real. Stacking Uber cash, I'm an out-of-state supplier. Random Uber man, here to get away drive. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the...
You ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every
hustling. You put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile. Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
My pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. It's all a hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, money, money.
Hold out here for a pill. Ready tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me. No, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at you.
Top of the morning and happy Friday, y'all. Last Friday of the year. Last weekend of the year, man. You know, so let's go. I'm excited. I like progress. Big fan of it.
Let's see who's up in here with us. Song is up in here with us on Twitch. What up?
What's up, big gang?
Not sure who is this on Facebook. Facebook user said, which tight end would you start? Waller, Kraft, Everett, or Komet? Pretty sure they said Komet's not even playing.
Yeah, it'd be Everett playing against the Broncos, their bottom 5 defense against the tight end.
I'm with it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he had 8 targets, I think, 2 games straight, and he didn't do much with it, but I like it, right?
Yeah, sucks. This is why in all the leagues we play in, we removed the tight end spot and turned it into an extra flex with some tight end premium.
If I'm plugging in a tight end, it's premium.
Ogie only plugs the premium.
I only plug in the tight ends when it's premium.
Peacock said after 20 plus years of alcohol abuse, I'm now 365 days alcohol free. Easily the best thing I've ever done for myself and my family. This has been the most memorable and enjoyable year of my life, and it's because I chose to no longer let alcohol have control over me. You're the man, Peacock.
Yeah, hell yeah, Peacock. I remember, you know what's dope? I was telling Peacock this, like, man, because me and him, we used to get sloshed, in his words, right? Do shows, get sloshed, have a bunch of laughs. But I swear to God, he was always the same person. You know what I mean? So, like, when he told me,
it's different when you're doing things that you like are like super passionate about, like even if it is just talking about.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I saw the party Peacock. You know what I mean? And like, when he started to reveal a little bit about, you know what I mean, some of his personal struggles with the sauce, I was like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? Because I've been there, you know what I mean? Like, not necessarily with alcohol, but with other things, you know what I mean? Like, and like being a slave to anything, whether it's, just being a slave to addiction is real, you know what I mean? So, you know, and it is a liberating feeling of freedom. And congratulations on that first year, man.
And Dennis, what up? He said, what up, homie? Sorry, I've been absent lately. A lot going on with his daughter being sick. Yeah, man. I reached out to him yesterday. I just could feel it in the force. Haven't seen him around a little bit. And yeah, he said his daughter was sick. So prayers out to her. Hope she just recovers really quickly.
Yeah, she I mean, I know he shared with us before, you know, she has a condition. So, you know what I mean? Like any, you know, regular illness will hit her hard, you know what I mean? And, you know, it's, you know, as a fellow father, you know what I mean? It's the scariest feeling ever, you know what I mean? But yeah, thoughts and prayers out to the baby girl. You know, we're praying for speedy recovery.
What up, JPZ?
What's up, JPs?
And Peacock said lots of demons were exorcised. I have exorcised the demons. This house is clear.
I know that's Jim Carrey. Which one? What is that from, though?
It's Ventura. It was like right after he goes and gives the whole speech and cracks the whole case, like right before everybody's eyes.
That's right. Can you feel it? Feel it? Huh? 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 That was the part right there.
And Peacock said the wife has a trip to Minnesota next month for a new job training. Nice. Cool. It's gonna be cold as fuck out in Minnesota in January.
I mean, shit, it's like been uncharacteristically warm and shit all across the Midwest. Like, there's a lot of people that are normally used to like a white Christmas. They ain't have that
shit. White people everywhere are appalled.
Jesus was black. That's what you got to tell them. I don't like that shit at all.
And Nick, what up? He said my opponent has Ford and the Browns defense. I'm worried already. Can't do anything about it other than send your guys out to war.
Right now. There's a good chance he started off strong and then falls flat on his face. You know what I mean? Shit, like, you just never know. Just keep raising morale, and we're at war.
Send those guys out to war.
You know what's
nice.
funny is
Peacock's out taking her to the mall today to buy some winter gear. But that man,
it's like, where do you buy that? Where do you buy that in Texas?
Is Minnesota one of those places like where Cat Williams is talking about? No. You got to get your coat from here for here. And you might get your coat disrespected going out there to Minnesota. Oh shit! Peacock said he started Flacco last night, and the shit put up 44 points.
Oh yeah. Well, he probably got a 300-yard bonus, I'm sure.
Man, this year
I started Flacco everywhere, and I have him everywhere, but I didn't start him all over the place. Just like, you know what I mean? I'm like, fuck. I should have started him everywhere.
Yeah, what else do we got? Squares are up for the Saturday game. We only got one Saturday game this week. It's the Lions Cowboys. Yeah, that one's gonna be hopefully it's a barn burner.
I'm sure it will be.
It needs to be.
The Cowboys are at home.
This is the time of the year when the Cowboys like disappoint the most, though.
I mean, they've been doing it already.
Yeah, exactly.
All through they know December Dak's not the greatest, and you know what I mean, here we are.
Every time it starts, it's really like after Thanksgiving, like maybe not on Thanksgiving specifically, but once it starts getting into December.
It's December for sure. Because like, what the funny thing is, like, it goes from they always give them the Thanksgiving, then they give them the exact week game the week after that. So it's like, it's not like they have a short week; they have a regular week because they've always played the following Thursday. And if not that way, then they play the Thursday, then the following is the Thanksgiving. So like they always give them the fucking, they hold their hand, bro. Like, I get it, because Jerry Jones can just be like, hey, Roger, that's America's team. We want a week between Thanksgiving games. And you know what I mean? He's been had that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, what was that game this year? A week after? The Seahawks. The Seahawks kind of went crazy on them, right? They beat them, though. And then, you know what I'm saying? Since then, they just been getting their ass handed to them.
Guess it's just all the bad karma for being, quote unquote, America's team when you're not even really America's team.
I know, you're more like Mexico's team. Because Texas belonged to the Mexicans before the white man came in and snatched it up. Yeah, but speaking of Mexico's team, right? Like, I mean,
and Peacock said it's true. It totally is. Yeah,
he's a Mexican. He knows.
When we say this shit, we're not saying it sarcastically.
Nah. You might learn something watching my show.
He said Mexico is huge before they lost all that territory. I mean, shit, half of the United States was fucking Mexico, right? If not more, at one point. Before they started really drawing lines in the sand.
I actually watched them not too long ago about this shit. When they started, like, how the states took their shape. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like, for example, Oklahoma, right? They're like, okay, all you Native Americans, come on over here. You can have this land. You know what I mean? And they gave them like a little section of Oklahoma, right?
And then tiny little section like on the top that just
it's like a little it's like a little triangle, like basically in like the way it was on the fucking map. And of course, the white man, they just move in there at one point, like, hey, yeah, you know what? Screw our fucking treaties and our agreements and stuff. But like, what's crazy is that they're actually coming out with a movie right now about based on a true story about not the movement to Oklahoma, but about how they were flourishing because they were like rich, bro. Then because now they're fucking they got oil and all kind of shit on this land. They're balling, right? Balling. And like then of course they start integrating, you know, some of the native women start fucking with the white dudes and having mixed kids and stuff like that. And then like you know, a lot of them go to alcoholism and stuff, and that's what that Leonardo DiCaprio movie is about.
Oh, okay.
Where like this broad, you know, she's married to some dude, and you know she ends up, you know, winds up dead, and then this dude's about to get all the money. You know what I mean? And then like so I don't know who's playing what, but in the movie like it's about the detective trying to figure out this case. You know what I mean?
And the moral of the story: never trust anyone who's outside of your clique.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
and it was like it was all the tribes, right? And it was like, man, like you're just...
Well, I mean, think about this: these tribes in this area weren't warring tribes, right? The war tribes, you can't talk to them like the Comanches, and they pretty much ran the Great Plains and you know just Texas in general. You know what I mean? And because them motherfuckers, you run up on them, they just shoot you to death with arrows and shit. You know what I mean? And they rode horses. They were the baddest motherfuckers. Matter of fact, they created 6-shooters. And I mean, maybe they created 6-shooters on their own, but like they, you know, it took 6-shooters and the first iteration of the Texas Rangers to shoot down the Comanche, because the Comanche were just, they rode horses like no other. Like they would ride a horse on the side of the horse and it'd be underneath the neck shooting. Well, you know what I mean? Using the horse.
The Comanches are bad as fuck.
Fuck yeah, they were, bro. We need Comanche movies, bro. Like they would, and they're a war tribe. So imagine that you're appeasing the gods when you go fucking to war. You know what I mean? So it's like it was an honor to go. And then like, you know, they see it, like, especially when the white folks started coming in the settlements. Yo, they'll just run up in that shit, kill everybody, take their little white girl. She's fine now. You know what I mean? Raised her up. You know what I mean?
That is pretty gangster, Peacock, like Bogey was saying, riding and shooting the arrows. Because like the whole time you're like riding like this, right? And you still gotta fucking be accurate as fuck with that thing.
Yeah, and then like I've seen like paintings and stuff of like people that have witnessed this shit, and then, you know, because obviously there's no pictures back then. But like in the paintings, you see them, they're hanging off the side of the horse underneath the fucking neck, you know, using the horse as a shield, and like. They'll have the, you know, the thing, you know, the bow with the fucking arrow, and then in their fist they got just like 8 fucking arrows. You know what I mean? So it's just, you know what I mean? It's just crazy.
Peacock said his mom taught English on social studies. That's why I know about all the Native American tribes. Nice.
I remember social studies. That was like one of my favorite subjects back in the day.
You're a hunter-gatherer, correct? Studied you in social studies.
I just saw a single teardrop. Let me see this. Take a piece of paper here, balled it up.
What did he say? What's your name, friend? Running. What did he say? Running Coyote. And he's like, "What's your name, friend?" And he's like, "Caught me off guard. I couldn't say my name is Dave to a motherfucker named Running Coyote. It just don't sound right." Oh, my name? Huh? It's Blackfeet.
Calm down, Blackface. Motherfucker, Blackfeet.
It's bad, Blackfeet, motherfucker. Calm down.
It's a Blackfeet splash.
Man, they're smoking that good weed out on the reservation. Too high. What is this late for PCP? Spirits have got me.
Okay, Blackfeet, you can stay here in our teepee until the spirits leave you. And said, that's cool, but you motherfuckers got houses. why am I in a TV?
I gotta sleep on this grass. I want to be inside watching TV. Peacock said hilarious skit. Yeah, so funny. And what was that? It was only
I think that was that one, the Frisco one. That was the one with the baby. Hey baby.
No, that was the Frisco one.
It was the Frisco one? Okay. Where he's wearing the yellow with the fucking with the denim blue button up open, the yellow graphic shirt.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember when did that come out? 2005, 4? It was a Comedy Central thing. And this was his first commercial thing since he like had disappeared, you know what I mean?
Yeah, when was it? Yeah, 2005 or 6, 5, 6 or 7, one of the three.
And it came out. It's just rolls out the ceremonious blanket. The big ones are 50, and
we have that one on the silver screen breakdowns. The one thing that's kind of a little fucked up is the voice had to be changed a little bit. That's the part that's kind of annoying. Let me see if I can find it.
Splash. You see Flacco, they're clowning him in the post game. They're like, damn, Flacco, look at you, got the grays. Oh, I know, he's the old man Flacco. Now he's falling asleep on the bench. Because like in the second half, they showed him he was like sleeping.
Hold on, Joe Flacco. He almost got his ass whooped by Quinnen Williams.
Oh yeah.
You know, white folks just like
then
love.
He rolled out. Then he
you know how
tackle rolls out and finds
no. I'm talking after the game.
Word.
So you know how white folks, they just have this infatuation with touching black folks' hair?
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, watch this.
What the fuck, Flacco's wrong with you?
Damn it.
What the fuck? I don't like shit like that.
Let me see if I
remember in Power. In Power, when they go to like the weird bazillionaire gay guys joint, remember he has the wife, and she's like, they all leave the room, and she tells Tasha, "Can I touch your hair?" I laughed so hard. I'm like, they do be doing that shit, bro.
All right, hold on. Here it goes. It's funny because the post, it says Flacco almost caught a fade for trying to touch a black person's hair randomly. And it was weird. Like, I don't even know why it happened like this, but yeah, it just shows how weird Joe Flacco is. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more.
Oh, here he is. Where's He's over there walking around. That was you, Jason. You know it.
You catch it?
Yeah.
That was you, Jason.
Jay, don't fucking touch my hair. Like, I don't get it.
I mean,
you think that's why Marlon does that in Wayne's Brothers? When he, like, you know, every white person, oh, how you doing, baby? And then like shakes up their hair and shit.
Yeah.
Like getting them back for all the years that you've done that to the black folk.
I mean, you know what's funny is that like it was like an older cousin.
Peacock, it was like he gave him a pet. For real, it's like he petted his head. Like, what the fuck was that?
I mean, and be like at least comment on it. Hey man, like your hairstyle or something, like, you know what I mean? Like, just
like you could have said little kid or something and like tried to do that, like shook up his head or something. Yeah, I mean, kind of tough when Quinnen's like, you know, and he's like towering over you at the same time, like just like way bigger than you.
I mean, shit. I mean, I never realized how big as fuck he is, bro. Pause, because Joe Flacco's 6'6", and they're not.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, Peacock said kind of offensive. Yeah, it's like I don't.
Yeah, kind of.
I don't understand why that was a thing. Oh man.
Remember back in the days when all like Filipinos and Asians and like even some crazy white boys, you'd see the motherfuckers that have the Dragon Ball Z hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like a thing in the 90s, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there'd always be a motherfucker trying to touch somebody's spikes and shit. Like, oh,
let me see. Does it really will it really cut me?
Yeah, and it's like I've actually seen it done. My partner, he like upside down spraying and shit.
Well, I know for sure.
In the morning, man.
First, I mean, it's crazy. Through junior high and high school, that's the only time I ever did my hair and put product in my hair, and it was always like spikes. And yeah, there was like random times where people were like, "Hey, can I touch your spikes?"
Yeah, they go like, "Yo, bro, what are you doing, bro? This shit took me like 30 minutes this morning, bro."
Shit's like pre-COVID, man. So I'm like, have you washed your hands?
Right.
And it was, yeah, the shit that I used, I can't even remember what it was called, but it wasn't even like gel. It was gel, but they referred to it as styling glue because it was like the shit that like your shit wouldn't move.
Don't turn white after it dries.
Well, it's white, but once it goes all into your hair, you know, it goes in like gel or whatever. And but that shit will not move like all day. Like it won't move until you fucking wash it or rinse it out with water at least.
I mean, shit, that's the glue, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That gel, that shit regular. This is some glue.
Yeah.
You'll poke somebody in the eye.
And it was because my hair would never. I mean, initially, like it's fucking hard to like train your hair to like do anything when it's new. So it was like I needed that glue to be able to like keep it actually at full attention the whole time. Yeah, exactly. Peacock the monkey glue. There you go. I forget what it was called before that, but yeah, some fucking company bought it out.
Where I'm from, all the Vietnamese, they would slick their hair back and gel that shit. So it looked like it's just super slick back. Fucking, that's how they did that thing. You know what I mean?
My hair could never fucking do that. Like it did. Like I probably needed to use the styling. Even if I had the styling glue, it wasn't long enough to like ever go backwards like that.
My hair has always been crazy ass thick. Like I got straight Spanish hair and shit. Or like my boy that cuts my hair for like fucking 20 years. He's a black dude, and he would always say, "Man, you got Puerto Rican hair, man." Like, I don't even know what that means, but I'm like, but I can never spike my shit or do anything, man. It grows every which way, and I wonder if it's because like
there you go,
like.
It's the gotta be glued, and it was originally the ice spiker. And it's crazy. There's this ice spiker shit. The original one, I don't know. It says $75 at Walmart. That shit must be hella OG.
The motherfuckers, it's shit aged.
The glue aged.
This is the 90s version right here. This motherfucker's $75.
Maybe the new one's watered down compared to it. I don't even know. Maybe they're
have you I mean, you don't cook much, do you?
No.
Because I'm a cooking motherfucker. So olive oil is like the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We use avocado oil a bunch.
Yeah, well, avocado oil is great as well. Like, you know, because it's just good for you, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's good flavor for the food that you cook and whatnot. I mean, you know, there's some things that you gotta deep fry using like vegetable oil if you want like certain crispy.
Right.
Yeah. But like for the most part, I cook everything with olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil, right? EVOO. And
it's got to be in the glass container, huh?
Yep. And like, so I went down the rabbit hole not too long ago, but like, so the mafia, the Italian mob, you know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, like 90% or like maybe like 95% of the world's extra virgin olive oil comes from this one place in Italy. You know what I mean? And like, they grow the olives, and it's like real specific. And like, you know, when you it's olive oil it was like the miracle product for Italians for like centuries. You know what I mean? Even like, you know, they put like the olive branches in the motherfucking, you know, in the royalties to wear olive branches and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like it's just like a part of it. They would drink it, cook everything with it. Like it was it was good for you. You know what I mean? And even in certain places, like in Sardinia, they have like the most centennials, most 100-year-olds in the world live at this place, and it's probably because of what they've been eating all their life, right? So, anyways, the mob, they, you know, of course, they're controlling this shit, selling it around the world. Then they come to a point, they're like, we're gonna start cutting this shit up with like seed oil. You know what I mean? And like, so like now all of a sudden it hits the Western civilizations, and everybody's buying up all this EVOO, and then the mob's like, you know, we're gonna cut this thing down. And so it came to the point where now you had to have somebody like a real professional who just has the eye for it to be able to be like, yeah, this is real right here. You know what I mean? Before they buy this shit like that. Now that's an actual job because, like, you know, the underworld presence is still fucking prevalent. You know what I mean? Yeah. They cutting that thing down and shit. And I'm like, damn, this whole time I might have been having some cut up fucking EVOO thing. And I'm like, and I'm unknowingly putting seed oil in me, and which is like, you know, for those that don't know, seed oil is like stuff they use to like lubricate machinery and like, you know, in the industrial era, you know what I'm saying? And then they just started cutting food up with it. Like whenever you eat ranch or like, you know, a salad dressing, and, you know, they're, oh, your salad's healthy. Not when you put that seed oil on that shit, motherfucker. You know what I mean? And like that shit leads to like macular degeneration and all kind of wild shit, bro. Like, and yeah, the mob was just cutting this shit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, shit wild. But it's a certain like color, you know what I mean? Like the motherfuckers are goddamn, you know, you had some straight Sardinia motherfucker to the eye and that shit. That's him right here. He probably just put the pinky in it. That's him. like you checking the dope. You know what I mean?
Oh
This
yeah,
pure EVO right here.
Peacock said you would. We should cook with THC oils. He said, "What about the what is it? Linseed oil?"
Yeah. I know there's places you could buy like cannabis infused oil, like for cooking and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You definitely don't want to be cooking like with just straight THC oil. Like I could just imagine how fucked up anybody would get with that. If it's just all like, you know, you're just using like solely THC oil in there, not cut with any other regular oil or nothing like that. Like you got to use a bunch of oil when you start, depending on with what you're cooking.
That's like, you know, like you got some kind of you infuse your marinade with it, and then you marinate your whatever the fuck, and then cook it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. One of my studios,
at least the way that like I remember like making cookies and stuff is we would make the butter, you know, like the can of butter, and then we would, but it would take up like maybe like I don't know. Let's say you needed 2 sticks of butter or whatever for fucking some cookies or brownies or whatever the fuck. It was like we'd use like half of a stick. Like would be like the weed butter that would like go in, or maybe maybe a stick out of the 2 would be like the weed butter.
I got that music video from like 12 years ago. It's called "Reason to Smoke." Like
what up, Chris?
We shot the video like at this mansion all my homies was renting. So there's like a literal mansion. I'm talking about like 8 rooms plus like a bone, like an in-law suite connected to it. So it was fat, you know what I mean? And that in-law suite was flipped to a studio. So like, and then my other studio at the time, it was in the middle of, we used to call it the tree house, in the middle of a grow op, you know what I mean? And over there on Sundays, they'll sell plates because he had like cannabis infused butter and whatnot, like just tubs of them, you know what I mean? And he just cook eggs and, you know, breakfast burritos and pancakes, all kind of whatever the fuck. And then fools would come through buying plates for like $30 and just get loaded. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I only know this because several nights I was there all night on the Saturday. You know what I mean? Just geeking. And like I'll eat a plate to come down. Yeah, you know, and because ironically I'm in the middle of a goddamn treehouse recording music. We're doing hella comedy. You know what I mean? We just had dabs and all kind of anything, whatever the fuck to come down. You know what I mean? I'm like, maybe one of the breakfast burritos, man. Yeah, he used to sell all kind of cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake.
Marie, what up?
What up? Hey, you look at that motherfucker, that shit was green. You know, you cut the thing and then you pull out the slice and you look at the fucking size of that motherfucker, that shit is green. Yeah, I think even in that music video, there's one point where I don't know if it was me or the homie, but he's just holding a big ass thing of butter. In that same video too, I don't know if we ever ended up keeping that scene, but it's my man's. He just does like the bridge, you know. But he's a producer himself, but like he just, I was like, bro, get on this shit, man. So he was on the joint, but like his scene, he's like cooking. It looks like he's like cooking dope in the pot, you know what I mean? And then when they pan over, it's top ramen and shit. But it was like a joke because everybody and their mama 10, 11, 12 years ago used to do videos of them cooking crack and shit. Like, man, you're not even a crack dealer, bro. You know what I mean? But and they're rapping and shit.
Man, you know what's super funny? I'm seeing more posts about it right now. So Des Bryant, you know how we talked about how him going to the Fantasy Expo and
and he's stroking off the little white kid.
And he's like trying to build like some fucking brand, and pretty much their brand is literally doing what everyone else does. Like, we're just gonna start a brand and we're gonna like, you know, just get everyone else to produce all their own content, but it's gonna go on our fucking it's gonna go on our platform. And like that, they got like one person for like every team or whatever. So 32 people producing their own content to upload it, you know, to their shit. And then
I sit on my computer all day. I am the smartest.
And Des Bryant came out and he like, I don't even know what the context of this was or how it got to this, but he pretty much says that there's some women out there who he won't even waste his breath on talking sports with. And I don't know why he decided to like say it that way, because then he's like trying to backtrack and, you know, like he was answering women. Like he's like, you sound like, you know, that you know what you're talking about when it comes to football. You wouldn't fall into the category of those other women that I was speaking about. And so just had to do all this like
Steffi Smalls.
Yeah, for sure.
Didn't know dick about football. And she wasn't even that cute to me at all. You know what I mean? She's part of the itty bitty titty committee. And she should be on there, and like all these virgins that do fantasy football shit, they just would like drool over her. And I'm like, yo, she's so whack. Then there was I'm trying to remember this porn star chick. She started doing fantasy football content, and she was legit. But of course, she was sexy as fuck too. So it's like you could have been whack, and motherfuckers was tuning in. You know what I mean?
People listen to Matthew Berry just because he's popular, not because he's good. So like, man,
hey, Matthew Berry looks like nobody's fucking him up. He found some broad. He's like, listen, you want to win your
well, once he got those millions, he finally traded up.
Matthew Berry is the P. Diddy of fantasy football content. Don't go to Matthew Berry's parties, bro. Don't drink the punch.
But so it's super funny because now Des, now he's just having to answer all this like backlash, and now there's this whole divide amongst like the weird little kids that are like his content creating not his content creators, but creating content for his platform. Or
I bet you there's some woman out there right now that's in the comments talking about, yeah, by 2014 you fucked my fantasy team. You no longer can get separation. You fell off. You're washed. What are you gonna say there? This bitch really knows her shit. Because that was quite accurate description of Des Bryant in the last years of his career. No separation.
This shit's super funny. But yeah, just hilarious how fucking how Des Bryant's trying to just like infiltrate the fantasy football space because he thinks he can make money when he's not really.
And like, you know, Des Bryant, he's the type of motherfucker like I used to like Des Bryant because like he would be flashing on everybody on the sideline, going crazy, yelling at everyone in their face, and then they go, Des Bryant's so passionate about the game. So it's like, I bet you right now using that same passion going to argue with all these women's.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just funny to me. Like, you know, and like, to why say women? You know what I mean? When like his main little white dude, that guy is like worse than some of those women he's talking about. You know what I mean? That guy sucks. Yeah. I saw one or two clips. I was like, oh, he's not good at all.
No,
you know what I mean?
That's what I don't understand is like people don't want to give any kind of constructive criticism. Like you're not good. So they'll just like say like, oh, keep up the good work. Like just keep. I mean, I know it's like the right thing to say, but it's like people get confidence and they suck. And then like when they get called out on like sucking, then they cry and oh, it's cancel culture. On
you know, my mother always taught me if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And like, unfortunately, I didn't grow up listening to my mom that much. You know what I mean? I'm like,
I was waiting for the next part of that.
I'm like, listen, mom, you raised me right. This is not your doing, mom. Somewhere along your little sweet boy, he's went astray. And I felt like I'd rather not lie to someone.
Shout out to, what is this? Ben Smith, Atlanta Braves fan. What up, what up? He said, I feel bad for the Pistons right now. What if they lost like 28 in a row or something like that? Right?
Did they get the record yet?
Yeah, I saw the thing yesterday. I think they set the record with 28 straight losses.
Hey, I had a homie for the last 3 weeks talking about, he kept betting on the Pistons, like the spread. Listen, bro,
they're eventually going to cover.
I'm telling you, bro. And I'm like, listen, it ain't gonna happen for you, bro. You know, like, how many parlays are you gonna fuck up? Like, oh, the Pistons fucked my parlay up. Yeah, duh. Should have won on the other side.
Like sooner or later, we got to realize like this isn't just a fluky trend that's gonna like go back and forth some way, somehow. Like, man, they are just getting. I haven't even been watching basketball, but all I keep seeing is how the Pistons are on this crazy record to beat the streak.
Detroit, what? Detroit, what?
Man, they're just like MC Bob now. That's it. You ain't the future of shit, Pistons. You're just David fucking Porter.
Ooh, he got really offended there.
He got super offended.
He's like, he took his dreads off right there.
You know what, motherfucker, dude?
I always thought his yellow bomber jacket or bubble jacket, I always thought that was tight.
No way. The Pistons blew a 21-point lead last night to keep the streak alive. Fuck. That's horrible.
That was the first time you saw everybody high-fiving after a lot. Yeah. We're in the books.
That is wild. They're trying to keep this streak alive. You're up 21 points. I mean, we've seen 21-point deficits be overcame if it's like not halfway through the fourth quarter. it's happened.
Last 4 minutes of the game. That was how I used to watch basketball.
Yeah.
I just wait till the last 4 minutes of the game.
Man. That's wild. Fucking Pistons. They suck. The regular season for basketball, though, it's just so boring at times. Haven't watched anything.
And I couldn't, like, I'm always intrigued by fantasy basketball. I'll never play it. But, like, I remember when I was asking Steamboat, I'm like, so, like, do you have like a thing you could refer to that shows like average minutes and stuff? He's like, oh, it's all there in the app. I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Because I start like
it's the exact same way that you track fantasy football shit. You don't even have to watch. We just like watching football because it's all, condensed into a couple days. Like basketball to keep up, like literally every day. Like fuck, so hard. Fantasy baseball too. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Oh my god!
You know what else sucks? Here is my gripe. This is my biggest gripe.
Okay.
Like you go in, let's say for fantasy basketball, maybe you're not picking up players every single day. Same thing with fantasy baseball. Maybe you just set your lineup for like 5 days straight or whatever, because like the pitchers, they usually have it for the next 5 days or whatever. In basketball, if you're a starter as long as you're not injured, unless something crazy happens.
Yeah, but you could be managed though, right? Like LeBron.
Well, no. Well, here's what I was gonna say. So I would go in, I'd set my lineup for like 2, 3, 4 days, whatever. But then if I go pick someone up, takes away all the lineups. Like then it just goes back to whatever the current lineup.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't play.
So that was always my biggest
gripe.
That's
a cool strategy though. What if you're like, ooh, I like such and such, like they didn't do too hot for you, whoever you started, right? You might be like, I'm
well, the same way that you play fantasy football, you would play fantasy basketball. Like you would be picking
trying to sell me on it.
No, I'm not. Because I'm not doing it either. I'm not doing it. But no, I'm just saying because I would do it too. I drop.
You're hosting a fantasy basketball league.
Oh yeah, hosting that'll be one thing. Playing, competing in, probably not. But
let's do it.
Because you would do the same.
I'm gonna have someone run my team for me. I won't even never touch it. Just be like, I'm just gonna take all the credit though.
Because you would do the same thing where it's like, oh man, this person hasn't done good in 3 games. We're cutting his ass, picking up this guy who's like could be the flavor of the week. So everything's the long haul with baseball and basketball. Because
I mean, you played in hard to start leagues with me at one point or another. The trades go, you know what I mean? And like Steamboat's like, man, like it's so crazy in their league, like in basketball, trades like every day, and it's like massive trades. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
5 players for 6, and I'm like, that's crazy. That's a lot to track for me. You know what I mean?
Amarie's bringing us back. Said Flacco loves the tight end too much for my liking.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
the matchup was there, and shout out to Njoku, man. The N stands for ninja, because he's out there just like throwing smoke bombs and shit. Where'd he go? Oh, he's going down the field for 40.
Ninja vanish.
Again. He was in the first, going into the second quarter, he had a hundo already.
And Ben said, did you watch the Pop-Tart Bowl last night between NC State and Kansas State? No. I think that was the one that Marty was telling us about. We were watching the football game.
Ever since Jaquiski Tart dropped that Matthew Stafford pick, that would have been our trip to the Super Bowl a couple years ago. I don't fuck with anything Tart related. Pop-Tarts, Shock Tarts. You know what I mean? I don't even be tardy to shit no more. I'm just like, fuck, I'm on time now. Fuck Tart.
Damn it, Amari said I cried when I opened Sleeper and saw he had 15 at the half. I mean, he didn't finish with too much higher than that though, because he had like 100 at the half, and I think he only had like
did he
115 or something. What?
He might have sat in Njoku. Is that what we're talking there?
I mean, potentially,
or maybe it was his opponent.
Yeah, really, everything that all the Cleveland players had.
No, Njoku.
That's what they finished with, whatever they had at halftime, plus, maybe a couple points. But Cleveland didn't do shit in the second half. Going against.
Imagine you're lining up against what you think is David Njoku. And when you look at him, he's a fucking crispy burnt, like fucking Freddy Krueger looking motherfucker. You're like, oh shit.
Fucking Peacock said, y'all see Moore had a seizure after the concussion. No.
Yeah, I read that this morning.
What the fuck? That's just
shit, bro. Brain, brain just shake up right in the skull. Start firing off all kind of signals everywhere. And the motherfucker starts seizing, bro. That shit's crazy.
Peacock said, I'll share the link. I don't want to see it. Fuck. And Peacock said, Njoku had 113 at the half. I believe it. And then, but what was it, like 120 or so?
No Joku? David, no joke is what they call him.
And Ben said, how far you see the Detroit Lions making it in the playoffs? I think they're gonna win their first game. But after that, like, man, we're gonna need to see them step up. Because I think they'll beat one of the wild card teams. Because they're going to be playing.
Will they host the Rams? If it stood right now, would they be hosting the Rams?
Yeah. Well, I guess I don't know the tiebreakers between
the double revenge game.
Because I don't know. Do you know who the tiebreakers are between? I mean, I know San Fran's probably has the tiebreaker on the Eagles, but did Niners play the Lions at all? Like,
no,
who has
but we got. Plus, we're division winners, so this is not a first round thing. At all.
Well, I mean, if you have the same record, it is. It would still come down to someone has a higher.
It's going to come down to conference wins and strength of schedule. That'll be us for sure. You know what I mean? They didn't have a first.
Yeah, because I mean, just the conference alone is so whack, like for the fucking North.
Yeah, but and then it's.
Well, I guess with the Cardinals there, I mean, it kind of evens out to where both conferences are very similar wins and losses wise.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like. It's going to go down to strength of schedule. That's one of the ones they boil it down to as well. And like we have a first place schedule, so on paper it just is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They had a second place schedule or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went through there. Remember we actually went through Detroit's schedule last week. They didn't. It was kind of
they're pretty fugazi. Pretty fugazi of a schedule.
I mean, this week they could prove to everybody and beat up on
a. So do you think? Okay, so right now there's 3 teams at 11-4. Are we saying that the Lions are the lowest seed out of those 3? Because it's not. They didn't play the Eagles, did they? So it'd be strength of schedule also.
Yeah, I mean that's a good question, but it's the same way. Like, I mean, because they won their division, so the Niners and Lions, if they don't get the bye week, they're playing in week 1 wild card, and they're not playing each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and whoever's in the South, that's who's going to play the Cowboys, assuming that the Cowboys get the highest wild card seed, and then it comes down to the Rams or the Seahawks and how they finish. Because right now it has the Rams above the Seahawks.
So the Cowboys wouldn't be going into a division winners house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, to the NFC South. Yeah, because the NFC South, because they have the low.
Yeah, they might get a layup
because they're gonna have the lowest schedule or the lowest winning percentage out of everybody. So they're gonna play the highest wild card.
I think is the division coming down to this week? Saints, Buccaneers. Like, is this gonna decide the division right here?
Well, I mean, the Falcons and the Saints are still a game behind, so I don't know how the tiebreakers are breaking out. Are shaping out. I mean. Who do the Bucks play this week?
Saints.
Yeah, so I don't know. Let's see.
Saints, they're playing.
The Saints beat them the first time.
Nope. Baker went out there to put up three hundo and 3.
Yeah. See, I don't even know how.
Big Trey Palmer, is that his name? Mm-hmm. Big Trey Palmer game. He had 2 big ones.
Yeah. See, I don't know how that one would shape out. With a win by the Saints, it would put him at the same record. And so really it just, I mean, whatever happens in week 18, I mean, that would be the tiebreaker. But yeah, and as it stands now, so if the Niners were number 1 and the Eagles were number 2 and the Lions were number 3 and the Bucks were number 4, it would be.
I'm hella mad, man. Fucking this morning, I fell asleep on the couch or passed out, whatever you want to call it, right? We were building this fucking kitchen shit last night. And then so I wake up this morning, I'm just walking around, and I keep stepping on random bananas. I'm like, damn, they just let the babies walk around eating bananas all crazy and shit. That shit is nasty. I step on some brown stuff. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I smell like, oh, that's banana, all brown and shit.
So here's how it would shape out as it is now. So 49ers are number 1, Eagles 2, Lions 3, Bucks 4, and then Cowboys would be 5. So the Bucks would host the Cowboys. Rams right now are in line for the 6th seed, and the Seahawks are in line for the 7th seed. So the Lions would host the Rams, and the Eagles would host the Seahawks. That's how it would shape out if it was over, if everything was decided as of today.
Isn't that such a Seahawks thing to go on the road as an underdog and beat the Eagles again?
Yeah. Yep. And if the Rams and Seahawks, if they win, I think, they probably only need to win one game to be able to secure their spots. Because there's a bunch of 7 and 8 teams, but all the 7 and 8 teams are kind of whack.
Stepping on banana is gross.
You got the Vikings, Packers, Falcons, and the Saints that are all 7 and 8.
Fucking on my nice floors.
And Peacock said, here's a sports doc explaining why he had the seizure. Okay. Let me pull it up.
Oh, is that the article I posted? I'm a doctor.
It was a YouTube video.
Oh, that's mine.
Did you put on what's it called?
I put on a white person mask.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I would expect nothing less.
Like MI6. If you choose to accept this mission.
Traumatic brain injury or concussion that led to an immediate post-traumatic seizure. Let's break this down with an intention to raise awareness for seizure safety. The injury occurs when the front of Moore's helmet is driven into the ground. This jarring causes physical damage to brain tissue, leading to stretching and tearing of neuronal structures, and sometimes can include blood vessels. This triggers an uncontrollable depolarization or firing and release of excitatory neurotransmitters.
See? Remember I said that?
This surge
he got hit, shook up his brain, sent all kinds of signals everywhere.
Arm muscles tremoring in this clonic pattern.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm your host, Dr. Nav. If you guys are learning something new, don't forget to give this a huge thumbs up, and please smash.
Where's his Harvard medical
degree?
Really
helps our family grow. Thank you.
He's got a bunch of looks like he has a bunch of degrees on the wall.
I see the Harvard.
He has he has one of the skeletons with the stethoscope around. And I can never say that stethoscope. I can never say that shit right. But see, I'm telling you, man, all you have to have is the skeleton there. Like, you can have the degree on the wall or whatever. But it's like once you have the skeleton with the white coat, with the lab coat, it's like no one's questioning anything at that point. It's like, oh, this guy's a doctor.
Yeah, there's a prolific serial killer from the early 19th century, right? Holmes. I think his name was Holmes. It was in the Chicago area, and he had this mansion.
Like Holmes, like Sherlock Holmes?
I think so. I can't remember his first name, but so what he would do is you ever heard of the World's Fair, right? So they have the World's Fair in Chicago every year, and then fools would flock from all over the world, and then he had this hotel there, so they stay at the hotel. But once you checked into that hotel, you're not coming out, right? You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
And so he had just this endless stream of victims. So what he would do is he had some rooms he just pump gas in there and you die, and then he killed fools in all different kind of ways. But what he would do is he would dip the bodies in acid, burn off all the shit off, sear off all the fucking thing, and then he would sell the skeletons to fucking to schools and shit. You know what I mean? They paid top dollar for that shit. You know what I mean? So they could have their little fucking skeleton replica. You know what I mean? Their little, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
I don't know, yo. To me, in my head, he always just sounded Jamaican, yo.
Oh man,
boy.
I'll pretend I'm Jamaican, man.
But he sat there and thought about it like it was a good idea. Hold on, man. I got it. Oh, you man.
Fuck. And Joe, he said the Chicago World's Fair was like 1897 or something, I think.
Yeah, so the late 1800s. Okay, yeah, because he killed for a long time.
Damn.
Yeah, the Holmes murder mansion or something like that. I forget, man. It's easy to look up if anyone wants to go down the rabbit hole. It's pretty insane how
long before Yelp was a thing, right? Nobody left a Yelp review on.
I mean, I don't think anybody would leave it that there. I don't think anyone ever had time, right? You know what I mean? I was just saying that yesterday. Like, if they had Twitter in the medieval days, like you know how many hands we chop off on a daily?
No way. Joe said the movie The Wizard of Oz is about going to the Chicago World's Fair. Interesting.
Whoa.
Because that's where the wizard was, huh? At the World's Fair.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
And,
I guess that's Alice in Wonderland, right?
What the fuck?
Does that line come from when she's there's no place like home. There's no place like home. That's the
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz, okay.
And Peacock's got to follow his page on Twitter called Morbid Knowledge, and they dish out all crazy kinds of murder stories like that all the time.
Yeah, hell yeah. Morbid. I was once my content was once described with that word. You do fantasy football content, but like morbid style. And I started thinking about, I guess that's right. You know what I mean? What happens when someone gets injured? They died. That's how
What happens if they do bad? Kill them immediately.
Murder that motherfucker.
And Ben said the AFC playoffs could change if the Dolphins lose to the Ravens and then lose to the Bills. Well, yeah, it's going to take them losing. Damn,
if there's anyone that could do it, man, Tua's the right guy for it. You know, he's like, listen, you want me to lose in some big spots? I got you.
Yeah.
I mean, look at his career.
You also left the part out of there.
Remember Tua for? I always remembered Tua for coming into the big spot, pause, and then fucking pulling it off. Remember
still left the part out of there about the Bills having to win as well. I know it's versus the Patriots, but still.
I think if the Bills could win out,
Crispy said Waddle's out.
Yeah. Yeah, they made it official.
Yeah, see it. This came through right now. Marquise Brown officially out.
You know who hasn't practiced all week either? And I mean, got to pay attention to this, Kyler Murray. He's I think it's an illness. So, you know, it's that time of year. I'm actually, excuse me, I'm actually playing against Kyler Murray in a few spots, and I'm just like, listen, man, just stay home, play Call of Duty. You know what I mean?
And what did Peacock say? The elite didn't like that part of his energy, the free part. Oh, because he said Tesla was ahead of his time. Yeah.
You know what's crazy is that Tesla, Nikolai Tesla was trying to, he was like unlocking ancient everyday knowledge of the universe. Cause like at one point or another, we lost a bunch of shit, bro. Cause he was like trying to figure out like anti-gravity and he had it.
Reptino.
His theory was the Great Pyramids were like big batteries. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
So like when he first made his little towers that sent his little AC/DC towers or whatnot, like, you know what I mean? He modeled it out after the math of the Egyptians, bro. Like this, you know what I mean? So if you think about it, it's like all he was doing was like, you know, kind of reminding the world of shit that we already knew, bro.
Right.
I mean, if you think about like, because there's they said we've only been around for X amount of hundreds of thousands of years. That's poppycock, bro. We just been destroyed several times over, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like, for example, what if they destroyed modern America right now? Just you know, something catastrophic happened to the Earth. You know, 100 years from now, when humans start to pop back up, they might be primitive and not have recollections of what happened before, or like, you know, you might find a hard drive and be like, ugh. You know what I mean? You don't know what the fuck this is. You know what I'm saying? And that's
right.
Like, you know, quartz crystal. That shit's like motherfucking. You could store like fucking data in those motherfuckers. And you know what I'm saying? That you know, that's how they say you used to store hella knowledge before, but we don't know how to unlock that shit. You know what I mean? Technology's lost.
Tino said we're going to try another 7-leg parlay. Yeah, and I mean, now it's going to be your game, you know, Cowboys and Lions. This will be a good one. We should get a lot of overs there as well. And did you put any IDP guys in your the contest that you did, Tino? Because I feel like it did look a little bit tough. Like CJ Mosley, his was 7.5 for the assisted tackles and all that. And I think he got 7. So it's like they did have pretty good lines with the what's it called, with the IDP. I think the way that you can get it is with at least with like CJ Mosley, it had him getting like
is it under over on total tackles or solo? Like what do they do?
They had a category for solo, they had a category for assisted, and a category for both combined. Total. So I think the way that I saw, at least, it was like, man, like everybody, all their assisted tackle numbers, I wanted to take the under on all of them.
I would probably rock with the total tackles number. A little easier.
See, what would you have done on CJ Mosley last night at 7.5 total?
I would have, on paper, before seeing the game, I would have 100% went over, just assuming that they're going to be able to run on them.
He only missed it by, he got 7 total. So he like literally just missed it.
Yeah. So like,
if he would have bet on the assisted tackles, taking the under, because it was 3 assisted tackles. Mosley usually doesn't get a lot of assisted tackles.
He's doing it by himself.
Yeah.
Move out of the way, Quincy. This is mine.
That's where I thought that the IDPs could have been exploited, was with taking the unders on the assisted. On the assisteds.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. Because I
move
think,
out of the way, Quincy. This is mine.
Because if you would have just went like solo on CJ Mosley and just went on the solo tackles, and we would have, I mean, I'm assuming both of us would have went over. We would have went over on the 7.5, total. Why wouldn't we go over on the 5? It was
obscure names.
I think it was 4.5. 4.5.
Like, do they do the JOKs or the Takis, or is it just
JOK was on there?
Okay.
There wasn't a lot of IDP players. There was like
I love JOK, bro. I got JOK everywhere this year, bro.
On the tackles, there was I think maybe like 5 or 6 guys, and then like on the assisted tackles there was 2 or 3, and then on the total tackles there was like, I don't know, maybe like 6 or 7. And did have the category for sacks. I think it was only Zendarius Smith that was on there, and it was like a half a sack over under.
What did he get?
I don't think he got it.
I was gonna say Zendarius Smith. That's a give me. I want to put a 0.
Tino said I put Branch and Micah in today. I'll send it to you, Huss, right now. Let's see what it is if he sent it. So Jake Ferguson, CD Lamb, Dak, Goff, Branch, 3.5 tackles. So I think 3.5 tackles is solo tackles, is the way that they word it. They just call it tackles there because they have why would you do Micah Parsons tackles though? So more on the 4.5.
There's going to be a lot of running on them.
Yeah, I mean, man, I guess I didn't even look. I wonder if Parsons had any sack.
Any sack props?
Yeah, I'm gonna go check that. Because I feel like that's what I'd want to do with Micah versus the.
I don't know if I want to like that line is one of the best in the game at Pass Pro, the Detroit Lions. So maybe that's what. Maybe this is why he's along the lines of the tackles versus like the sacks.
He's not even on. They don't even have sacks on there.
Well, yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Like, you got to control the narrative a little bit, right? If you're going to give someone a times 100 payout. Or he's doing 7, so it's what, less than 100?
Times 60 if you do 7. Still, either way, like
I'm always going 8. Fuck it. If we're gonna lose this big.
But
hey, I heard something that's really dope. You ready for this? It's kind of resonated with me. You got to be willing to lose if you want to win.
Yeah, I mean, kind of with anything. I mean,
yeah, it's like a great
losing is usually how you learn.
Yeah,
usually how you learn. And Tino said, Mike says any tackle 4.5, not just solos. I'm telling you, I think because
I like that. I'll take the over on that.
But look, I'm telling you though. Oh yeah. Okay, he said that it is.
It's the total tackles.
It's assisted plus. Yeah.
Yeah, 4.5.
I did say that though, but that's a lot for him. When's he ever gotten 5 tackles in a game total?
I've seen.
I don't remember many games where he's gotten
that. Man, if he don't get it, we'll just kill him. Tino has hella guns. Tino's like, don't make me kill my own kind. Tino, you gotta do this.
So let's see. Oh, never mind. I guess off of last week he got 7, but then 1, 2, 3, 4 games in a row before that he had 3 or less.
Which is crazy because 2 out of those 4 games were losing game scripts. Because like you need an even kill game script for him to, like, you know what I mean? Because you need teams that aren't going to abandon the run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like he's dropping in coverage. So you actually need him tackling running backs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, he's only averaging 3 tackles a game for the entire season right now. I mean, he's just...
We're taking that thing over.
I hope he gets it, Tino. I would have said that seems like an under, like for me. But just because Micah doesn't want to tackle. He wants to just get after the quarterback as well.
What about Damone Clark? I feel like he might be a nice little play.
Damn, they have him for a shitload of tackles, 7.5 total tackles.
Because he be getting it in, you know what I mean?
See, on the assisted though, I'd probably take I feel like the assisted is where you'll be able to make some money. Like Donovan Wilson under 2 assisted tackles, I feel like that's money. He really doesn't get a lot of tackles anyways.
No, right? if you make it to his realm, he's getting you by himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Damone Clark.
My man Damone.
3 assisted tackles for Damone Clark.
Damn, I think I'm playing against Damone Clark in one of them joints. Only 3 assisted? That's 7, and they're giving him 7 total on the under over.
7.5.
7.5. That's only need 8. And that's pretty much like his good games.
No, Peacock, we're talking about the game tomorrow.
Yeah, game today.
Damn, and see, I wonder if they I wonder if they just make it off of the the previous games, because Clark actually has had some assisted tackles over the last couple games. Literally 3. I mean, he's never gone over it. So
I got so much Damone Clark in Dynasty. He never makes it into my lineup though, because I can't never play him over like Logan Wilson or Terrell Bernard or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He just never gets in there. But like, and I always look, I'm like, damn, the motherfucker's good. Your boy's good.
Let's see, what about Donovan Wilson? Am I right about his assisted? Man, so in the since mid-November. Oh wait, no, that's showing the beginning. Okay, I'm totally looking at this opposite. Actually, that might be good for him. I was looking at that totally backwards for Damone Clark. Also, I was looking at the earlier game.
Totally, dude.
Yeah, see, looking at everything in the right way makes you want to take the under on Damone Clark's 3, because he pretty much has gotten 2 over the last.
We're taking that thing over. Let's go, Damone. Victor Damone Clark. Vic Damone. What was it? That's his name, right?
Yeah, Vic Damone.
Vic Damone.
Like, what the fuck's a Vic Damone?
I'm Vic Damone Jr.'s son. Vic Damone
like,
Jr.
Oh, so Diane Carroll's your mom? Okay.
Right? Oh, because he married his sister. That's right.
Yeah.
Remember
he was talking shit.
Look, he was in the bathroom.
Taking
like,
all
right? Motherfucker taking all our good sisters away.
That shit's funny.
Vic Damone Clark Jr. Damn, why didn't I think of that before? I would have been playing him all year. Vic Damone Jr. Clark.
What Peacock say? Gonna binge today and stay lifted. Let's get it. What up, Devo?
Are you off, Peacock? What up, Devo?
We're talking about the dabble, some of the more or less action over there, and we're talking about the IDP specifically.
Victor Moan Jr., son.
Jack Campbell, 5.5 total.
You mean he's just a Muliani?
He's 100% Muliani. He's so pissed.
I have mama making a mozzarella fucking whatever the fuck.
Yeah, whatever the fuck eggs those were.
He said, you guys hungry? We can get some sausage and no, we're not hungry. No. He sits down. Go ahead.
He's like, I was waiting for you to ask me to sit down.
Victor Moan Jr., son, come here.
Oh man, and Tina
she was his first. She was his last.
She's everything. It's so funny when he goes up to her. How's the mistress of the house? She was so offended. I have never been anybody's mistress.
You know why? Because man, when you're in the Italians, bro, they had. Remember what did they say in Wise Guys? Girlfriends are on Friday, or what do you say?
Yeah, wives are on Friday, girlfriends are on Saturday.
You know what I'm saying? It was him too, huh, Paulie?
Yep.
Yeah, I like that guy. Victor Moan Jr.'s son. With a limp dick, Daddy, he does not have a limp dick.
I don't want to hear that. Oh man, yeah, she was quick to defend him on that.
You know what's crazy? I guess the mom's not an Italian. It's supposed to be in the movie because it's like the blonde hair with the blue eyes. Like,
I mean that could have been.
My brother's Italian and he got blue eyes, but he don't got no blonde hair and shit. He's like dark brown.
It just depends on what part of Italy your family came from.
Well, you want to know how the Mexicans have blue and green eyes here and there?
Mm-hmm. Let's hear it.
Because during like the last czar,
what up, Bates?
Like this is like right before Stalin came in, right? The last czar in Russia, he mad oppressed the people like the czars would, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so like 100 families, bro, left on boats and they landed in Mexico, bro, Russians and shit. And this is like, early 1900s. Fast forward to now, they got the geno in them. You know what I'm saying? You got the gene. When you carry the gene, all you need is, you know what I mean? All you need was someone else carrying the gene too, and it can become a dominant, and you got the green eyes or the blue eyes. Like, and that's just crazy. But yeah, like 100 years of breeding with the Mexicans. Now that the Russian families, they just go 100% brown. You know what I mean?
Oh shit! Fuck. All right. Well, this thing was sturdy enough to handle the 10 inches of a fall or 6 inches of a fall, whatever it was.
Oh, is that what that noise was?
Yeah, I coughed and I coughed and I hit it with my hand slightly. And Tino said, Spanish God, everybody from Bogey to Peacock to Tino.
Hell yeah. I mean, look. Is that why we're all together now? That motherfuckers got us. Yeah, there's I think it was Magellan. He was the one that famously took over the Philippines. And there was like a Filipino like tribe like leader named Lapu-Lapu. And he chopped this motherfucker's head off in the revolt. You know what I mean? Chopped off Magellan's head and stuck it on a pike. And they put it on the beach. So all those fucking boats that was off the coast could see that motherfucker. This is what happens. You fuck with me. Put your head on a stick.
Savages.
Yeah, and then that was my uncle. Uncle Magellan. You know, I was gonna say the Filipino was my uncle. I'm telling you, man.
Oh, and don't forget, guys, we got the what's it called? The fantasy playoff leagues for the NFL playoffs. They're gonna be starting in we're gonna be starting to draft in about a week and a half from now. I'm already getting all the links together. I'll have all the times for the different options on the fast drafts here in a day or two. So if you've already let me know about it, don't worry. I'll be messaging you. If you have not let me know that you want in, make sure you go join the 420 crew. That's always the first part of it. And then let me know if you want in a 33 or a 55.
when you guys had Noble, was like Alex Jr., was that like in the combo?
Not really.
No. Would it be this time if you had another son?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't really want to have a junior.
That's funny.
I feel like I want the bad luck to end with me with a lot of this shit.
It ends here. That's crazy.
I had a lot of over shit to overcome.
You know that
all even started when I was a baby. Like shit, I was born club-footed, like Charles Woodson, and had to get a
born flat-footed. I was born flat-footed. I have to wear them fucking wood shoes and shit. They were like 2 years old.
Yeah, I had to get a full-blown surgery.
Back in your foot.
I had to get a full-blown surgery when I was a baby.
Oh, word, Joe,
yeah.
Just like Woodson.
Yeah, I was like in a cast until I was like, I don't know, 1.5 years or 2 years old, something like that.
Man, that's deep.
Yeah, I couldn't recover like him though. Like, man, I just yeah, just the speed wise, just never had it in me. Running speed.
So you specialize in hitting dingers so you can just walk, huh?
No.
Pointing at the crowd?
No, I was never really a home run hitter. I was just hit for contact, yeah.
Okay.
Crispy said no fan tracks for him. Oh man, Crispy, you're pussing out.
Shut up. You know you're finna join with. It's funny because even Peacock was like, I was talking about I'm not gonna do the playoff leagues, but I'm sure they'll get to it and be like, all right, y'all fill the spot.
Peacock said it also chose not to have a junior. Yeah, don't make the same mistakes I have for sure. And then I'm trying to do the opposite of
it's funny because I'm a junior and I was like, all my boys that were having sons, first of all, here was my in our culture, Filipinos, but they gotta look at the baby, look just like him, junior. You know what I'm saying? I looked at my son, he looked dumbass like me. Boom, he's the third. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause I look just like my dad. He looked just like me, but with his mom's forehead. You know what I'm saying? My son. Oh shit. I'm always clowning on him. I'm always like, you gotta get the swoop bangs going. You know what I mean? Take away half of that forehead and shit. And my son, I have a big forehead. And I'm like, oh, there's nothing wrong with it.
Damn, Tino said my son's the 7th Justino. Crazy.
Let's go. See, of course, me and Tino was like, we just want to keep this thing going. You know what I mean?
If there's strong lineage behind it, I would say so. Yeah,
it's crazy because my son is only the second of the grandchildren that bear our name. You know what I mean? My sister has 2 sons, but obviously, you know what I'm saying, they got different last name. And I remember my dad, like, I never really dawned on me when my dad was hella happy when. It's funny too because he kind of almost ruined it. Like, but my dad's such a he's like me, just motherfuckers. They just always joking and shit. So like he had seen. So my sister, my little sister, she's the one that my girl entrusted with the paper that says the sex because we were doing a gender reveal. And so, and my sister, she comes home. She was living with my parents at the time. She comes home, she leaves it on the counter. My dad, like a nosy motherfucker, he starts looking in it. What the heck? Oh, he thinks my sister's pregnant. And she's the baby of the family. So it's funny because it's like, you know, like, and she's not with anyone at the moment. So he's like, what? You're pregnant? And I said, no. That's, you know, that's our results. And then he got hella happy. Oh, because he sees they're having a boy. We're having a boy, right? So then like at the party, you know, and we have a fucking poll going and the odds on boy paid more, right? And then like, it was literally everyone versus me. I'm just taking $10 here, $20 there. You know what I mean? And I'm paying 2 to 1. If it's a boy, you know what I mean? And I'm putting all the money on girl. I'm like, yeah, I'm taking girl. You know what I mean? I make girls. You know what I mean? And then my dad, he's in the background. You guys are going to lose your money. And I'm like, this guy's fucking with me, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he kept throwing little shots out there. Oh, he's going to be my first mate on my sailboat. If it's a boy. Right? He would like catch himself.
Yeah.
Like this fucking guy, dude. And then even like, we're getting shit ready for the party. You know, this is at my mom's house, right? And we're goddamn, you know, we're getting all the drinks and shit. And my dad's like, let's go to the store. I'm like, all right, what are we getting? You know what I mean? We're riding and shit. let's get some cigars, you know? And I'm like, for what? Motherfucker know something? You know what I mean? That shit was tight.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. My oldest at the time, she was like 10. Maybe 11. And I told you one of my cousins, man, he works at Warner Brothers and he's like into like film editing and like he like legit, you know what I mean? So he was teaching her how to use this shit at this one program. So he filmed it and then she edited the video. Hella dope. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that shit was crazy. I just remember yelling, I got one! I got one! I remember being sour as fuck too. Oh, so you want to throw a gender reveal party just to show everyone that I'm having a third girl? And then, ironically, when we had our third girl, my girl didn't want to do no gender reveal party or none of that shit. She just saw the emails like, oh my God. And I'm in the shower and she's just crying, crying hella pregnant. I'm like, it's the girl, huh? She wanted another boy so bad. So like, you know, so you could be like a big bro, you know, and we could have our boys. And I'm like, I knew I could have told you it was a girl. You know what I mean? Like,
oh man.
See, and I know the science behind this. The woman always submits the X chromosome 100% of the time. So it's on the man to reach down in that bag and pull that Y and match them with a Y. So, you know what I mean? Because 2 X's is a girl, right? And, you know, just for me, when I reach down in that scrotum, bro, looking for them letters, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I got a bunch of X's in there. You know what I mean? But hey, A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y in that motherfucker. Bam! Give me one.
Oh, man, that shit's funny.
I lost easily a few $100 that day. I wasn't even tripping. I was not tripping. I was like, yeah, fuck it, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I be telling my son, you owe me a couple $100 still to this day. I'm like, yo, bro, you have to work that thing off. You're 4 years old. Okay, it's time to start applying to jobs, man. You can get you out in the world.
And oh yeah, what is this? So Peacock, he said he's got a homeboy named Skyler that named his son Bodie, like from Point Break. That's pretty tight.
Oh, that hard. See, my girl would never let me do that shit. I told you about the these other parents that our kids grew up together, and so we'd always be there outside school kicking it before the kids get out. You know what I mean? And he had named it was twins. One of them is Optimus Osimo. Maximus Osimo. Osimo's not even a word. Maximus Osimo, that's the middle name. And then the other dude, the other twin, he's Optimus something. I don't think it's Prime. It's like Optimus and then something else. But I'm like, damn, my girl never let me name my kids some cool shit like that.
Right?
Maximus Osimo. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. And
yeah, his last name is Nguyen. So I just thought about it. His initials are Man.
Let me see. Peacock, he said my wife has a crazy cousin that has 5 kids, all named Hunter. What?
Is his name Hunter? He's like, you're Hunter after Sean Hunter. You Hunter after Hunter Hearst Helmsley. You Hunter as in hunter gatherers. You
Coolius Maximus said his name is not Hunter. Yeah, it's crazy.
Coolius Maximus. That's hard.
Maximus. That's just
yes, hi.
Coolius Maximus. And Tino said, damn, I should name my son Optimus Prime.
See? I'm like, man, never let me do fun shit like that, man. I remember I was jokingly, they're like, what do you want to name your son? There's like at the end of the party, it's like Raekwon, the chef. She was like, fuck no. Like I actually was serious, but like, yeah, my son's middle name is Xavier, because fucking, I boiled it down to like, all right, Professor X is one of the baddest motherfuckers in the Marvel universe. You know what I mean? Why not?
Yeah, that's tight. Peacock said,
I guess I did get a nerd name in there, huh? I got one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Emmanuel.
I mean, specifically because you did it, because of the X-Men. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
She's all the bald guy? I'm like, yeah, man. The bald guy. It was hard.
That's funny. The bald guy. All right. What? Crispy said should name your son Sue.
I mean, if I wasn't going to be around, yeah.
He'll be super tough.
Yeah.
He's going to have to fight all the time.
I bet you Johnny Cash has like 8 sons named Sue. Like, your daddy's a Rolling Stone. He ain't going to be around. No, not Mick Jagger. I'm talking about Rolling. Listen, I'm not going to be here. All right, Sue. You're going to have to learn to fend for yourself. Yeah, a boy named Sue. That song's tight.
All right. And Peacock said, bruh, their last name is Villarreal or some shit like that.
Cool. He's representing the Villa.
Hell yeah. All right. So I didn't want to message Nelson in the morning because I didn't know how early he was, how early he gets up and gets his day going. Because he messaged, I don't know, I think at like 11 o'clock last night, said that he didn't think he was going to be able to make it because the theater that he was working for was having some kind of premiere. Yeah. And but he messaged while we were on the show and he said, disregard the last message. I'll be there. He said, nice. It's not happening. So gonna watch Money Train. And I already watched it a little bit earlier. And
yeah, I started it last night, but I fell asleep.
It's an easy movie to get through. And Wesley and Woody, I mean, it's classic between them. And I mean, I wonder how, it's funny, just the whole story in general about them.
I feel like I'm getting carpal tunnel in my left hand. Because, years of doing the podcast with you, just holding it like this, the joint. Because when I do that, it hurts and shit. Oh, it's weird.
Shit, totally got a hole in my lip right there. But yeah, their whole story is pretty funny though. Because they're brothers, right? But you hear one of the guys ask him, he's like, man, how the hell are you guys brothers? It's like, I told you before, man. I was taking out the garbage one day. He was in there, and then mom said, just take him in.
Which one was this one? It was the black baby or the white baby?
Woody Harrelson.
Oh, they found him.
Yeah, I found him in the trash.
This white baby I found in the trash. Is that where the term white trash derives from?
And so that was their. I mean, that's really all we know about.
Hey, that's the white people thing on. They just leave. I don't want this baby. Just leave it somewhere.
Yeah.
Put it in front of the fire station.
Yeah, remember in fucking Wolf of Wall Street, he was like, yeah, we'll just take it out to the forest or something, and it's like, you're free now, you're free, go.
The fucking little retards. I'm like, damn. And it's funny because he got him with the teeth. Clearly he looks inbred himself already.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the apple, I'm sure it doesn't fall too far from the tree.
The cousin was weird.
My cousin, she grew up hot, and I was like, if anyone's gonna fuck my cousin, it's gonna be me,
Whoa. I never felt that way about any of my cousins.
And you see the look on Leo's face is like, whoa. Just exactly how you said it right there. It's like, whoa, shit.
It's just like a goddamn fucking, he's like, remember, because I gotta ask you, man, there's some rumors going around.
I gotta know. Well,
I mean, she's my mom's brother's you know, daughter. So.
Yes, my mom's brother's daughter.
Whoa.
And what did he say? And at the end, he was like, all right, well, at least as long as you're happy, buddy. And he was like, nobody's fucking happy that's married, okay?
He went lying.
Oh, man. But yeah, that shit is so wild. And I wonder if that part of the story is true. Because, I mean, you know, obviously some of the stuff's embellished for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then remember, he likes to go party in certain parts of the city.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
He was like, he knows who that is. He
like,
saw
what do you mean? You know, he did not know how to explain it out.
He's like, I don't know. I get fucked up. I like to go to clubs and dance. Like, I don't know.
He's a weirdo, man. You like to go to them Turkish bathhouses and get blown off with random dude.
Crispy said my family. Crispy said my family reunion. Just how close of a cousin are you? Oh man!
Show me where you're at on the family tree. The family tree diagram. Where are you?
Now these days, because of Pornhub, it's like that's why family get-togethers don't happen. It's too much sexual tension between long lost members.
Like fucking family reunion porn. They got a goddamn it's called the 23andMe edition.
Do you remember in Boy Meets World? Remember Eric and Corey were like throwing a rave, but then it was like on their parents' like anniversary, and they like found out and they thought it was an anniversary party.
Oh yeah.
And Eric starts standing with this chick named Wanda, and he has to say it like that too, Wanda. And he's like, he's meeting everybody. He doesn't know a lot of people. And he's like, hey, mom and dad, look, I want to introduce you to Wanda. I'm going to be spending the rest of my life with her. And they were like, we've met. Meet your cousin.
Damn. He's like, okay, cool.
Well, he ran away. That would have been funny if he would have said that. He was just with.
I mean, Disney on ABC, right?
Yeah,
yeah. They're all about the what do they call that shit? Geno something. There's a type of people out there. Geno. I forget. There's like I forget what they're called, but they're all about like it's all the powers that be in the world. They're all somehow related.
Okay.
In some way or form or fashion.
Well, there's an area in San Diego County. It's called Santee. It's the area where there's been like 2 high school shootings and super racist out there. It's like a huge.
Yeah, it's the KKK area, but that happens to be where
everybody who's born like there, like if you were born there, like I swear to God, like it was like spawned from like 10 or 20 people, because like everybody like has this weird similar inbred to them,
like this jaw.
It's just it's an elongated face, and it's weird. They all look very similar. It's fucking
looking like they was fucking horses back in the day. They got a horse face. That's where Jenny McCarthy comes from.
Bank said, you remember. What did Joe say? No lie. I said I worked at a Bananero festival, and it said the security guard for the Bully Blake. The security guard for the Bully Blake from Boy Meets World. What? He said he was in a band. I had to pretend I didn't know who he was.
Is this the skinny one or the big dude? The one who played Vader's son?
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm trying to think who
had Vader be his dad, I should say.
Yeah.
I just want the love and affection and acceptance of my father. They totally took the whole daddy's not there.
Okay, the skinny guy. Okay. So that must have been his name in real life, because what was his name in the show? Joey the Rat.
Pinsky? No, not Pinsky. Oh, I think he was.
Well, he said Pinsky.
Yeah, he was Pinsky from Salute Your Shorts. Was that the same guy, bro?
So what is it? Blake Pinsky? That was his real name?
Oh, okay. So he wasn't Pinsky.
Yeah, and Peacock was thinking about what's his name, Frankie the Enforcer. He said the dude from American History X.
Yeah.
That was Frankie the Enforcer.
Yeah, he was in American History X. So you know what's funny? So was the dad.
Yeah.
Matt. What were their names in there? Corey Matthews, the Matthews dad.
Yeah. What was his name?
He was dumbass racist too. Remember?
Yeah.
It was just like because they would flash back to when Ed, what's his name?
Yeah,
Ed?
when he was still alive. Yeah.
Yeah, but what's his name? This Ed Norton. Yeah, Ed Norton's character when they would flash back to because it's like, oh, this is like the roots of his racism. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Comes from the pop.
Yep.
Then the mom married a Jewish dude, and he was on. Remember, he was on.
Not even married; they were just dating.
Oh yeah, they were dating. Yeah, he was getting on him, bro. I was like, damn, this is dark. That movie came out. I was like in 7th grade. I mean, that shit was like, wow, bro. I was like, damn, this shit is crazy. That American History X, Kids, and then later on down the road, Requiem for a Dream. Those are like the crazy Party Time Max. That's another one. Where it's like, yo, you gotta watch. These are trippy movies. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, those are tough movies to sit through, and we were like sitting through them as like
kids,
young teenagers,
as actual kids,
preteens.
Yeah, I think I saw Kids for the first time. I was like in 5th grade. When did that come out? 95. I was a young mustache when I saw that movie, and I used to skate a lot. And I just remember the opening scene is it the opening scene where they're beating the shit out of that dude with the skateboards?
Yeah.
They're hitting him with the trucks and the skateboard. Like, oh shit!
That's in the middle. That's in the middle.
Yeah, well, that's just the part that sticks out to me. I ain't seen that movie for a minute, bro.
Yeah, I didn't see that until after the Eminem, the Slim Shady LP came out. When he was talking about, ain't you ever seen that one movie, Kids? And I was like, what's this one movie, Kids, all about?
Yeah, that was dark. The girl, she had HIV and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they said they said pretty much everything that they did on the movie Kids would have been like multiple lawsuits like today. Because he said all the scenes when they were just partying, he said that was really just them partying.
Yeah. Yeah, and guess who provided them the drugs and the safety to party?
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna really capture this. All method. You guys are all method actors today.
And like you never see any of them like having sex necessarily, except for like well, I mean, I guess in the beginning you kind of do, you don't like literally see it, but you see their bodies and everything. And like at the end with fucking Casper. Yeah, that motherfucker killed himself in real life also.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Damn,
crazy shit. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, Peacock said Kids was wild. Tino said Kids was wild. Actually sad to watch when you're older. For sure. Like it's way different to watch when you're younger, but like
I was mortified as a kid. I was like, oh shit, this is fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's a different type of hood. You know what I mean?
That might have to be one that we cover for the Silver Screen Breakdowns one time because there's just so many.
I almost guarantee Nelly's never seen that.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no guarantee because I know that was one that was supposed to be huge with the film festivals, and I know maybe Nelly was on some of the film festival stuff. But
what's Nelly? Nelly's about is Nelly 50 something now? Nelly looking at the motherfucker if he's 50 something.
Yeah, I swear he's like, like 12, 15 years older than us, like something like that.
Yeah, shout out to Nelly. He's fucking awesome.
But yeah, that one's hella wild.
I was just smoking almost an entire joint, just chopping it up with him. Hey, what's up, man? Are you gonna pass me that, Bogues? He's like, hey, Bogues, what's up? You gonna pass me that? Like, oh shit, that's my okay. Shit. And he was hitting that finally like a champ too. I was like, oh, because I remember asking him one time, "Do you smoke?" He's like, "Oh, I have." You know what I mean?
See, it's different. Like, come out to Vegas, let loose a little bit, right?
Vegas, and it's like, and he's from Canada too. That's the thing, you know. What I mean?
Yeah, everywhere that he I mean, I don't know where he goes for work if they go to somewhere remote, but yeah, California, Canada, like it's all legal.
It's dope because he's a Sagittarius. I'm always interested. They're always like interesting people to me. You know what I mean? Because I'm one myself, and it's like that like on his birthday. It was like, oh shit, it's his birthday. Let me call him. They're like, oh shit, what you doing you working on your birthdays? Like, yeah, I'm just walking to my next job. Oh, what you doing? It's my acting training job. I'm training the dude. Remember we had him on the phone. It was the kid who starred in the Big Bang, the
young Sheldon.
Young Sheldon. He's like, and I was like, oh, I love that show. He's like, oh, do you? I was like, yeah, he's hella good in there. Because I also watched The Big Bang Theory for a time. You know what I mean? And he goes, you know what? He'll love to hear that. I'm almost there though, and it's like 10 minutes walk. I want you to tell him that though. I'm like, okay. And then right when it's like 10 minutes. Right when he gets there, it's like right when he opens the door. Hey, my friend wants to talk to you. Hey man, hey, I think you're great, man. You're awesome. And I show, oh, thank you. Okay, folks, I gotta go. Click. But I started thinking about it because I talked to him after the fact. Like, you know what? The actors, they want to hear shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They want to know their craft is good. It boosts their confidence. I'm like, oh, that's dope. I'm like, look at you just training and shit.
Well, because you know what? Especially like, I don't think young Sheldon's in front of a live studio audience. Like, you don't get any kind of like immediate feedback. It's like you either get it from.
We're living in the day and age of social media, so you definitely do. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, but we know that some actors don't go on social media for that reason, right? Just to not get. If you're gonna get shit on more than anything.
I would assume he's maybe like in his adolescent age at this point. So like, if you were born, 2000, mid 2000s or whatever, or just if you're a millennial period, you grew up with social media. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Peacock said my son loves that show. Hell yeah.
I thought it was cool. I was like, ugh, we know people. You heard it first, folks.
Yeah, and we're actually going to be doing our first movie review from an independent film that was, requested that we do the breakdown.
Cool. What movie?
It's the one that's Nelson's. The one, well, not the one that, not the one that he's
producing and playing.
Right. It's the new one that he's in, but it's that person. It's the one that they did before that. Yeah.
I think I saw this movie already.
Yeah, you did. I did not, because I didn't. I didn't. Well, I mean,
I need to have him send it to me again though, because for me, it's like when someone. It's funny because I'm watching. I'm just waiting to see Nelly. I'm like, where's he at? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, he did say this is his boys' joint.
Yeah, he's not in that one.
Yeah.
But that apparently
I'm watching it with intent, like, where's he at? Where's my guy at? You know what I mean?
Yeah. But he said apparently it's gonna be up for like multiple like film festivals and stuff.
Yeah.
So like it's like we're getting
it's a good movie.
We're getting the sneak peek before it even hits all the film festivals and stuff. So that's like super cool.
I'm never mad at dialogue driven shit, but like I would have never sat through this movie unless someone told me to. You know what I mean? It's just like when if I make a new song, I'm like, hey, bro, check my song out. Like, you know what I mean? He's like, hey, check this movie out. It's this guy, woo. I'm doing the other movie with him. I'm like, okay. And I'm thinking like he's in this joint, you know what I mean? Like, I got to see this shit.
And seeing that could always be the difference from anything that's independently produced versus like every commercial. The only fucking commercial movies that come out now are fucking superhero movies. Like I feel like
remakes. What do they call revamps or reboots or whatever?
But that's went down this whole list of all the movies that are getting rebooted in 2024. It's like an insane amount of fucking movies getting rebooted.
Yeah, I mean, look at we saw a Chucky series, you know what I mean, in the past couple of years, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how many, they're always gonna remake fucking the Halloweens are never gonna die. Those you know what I mean? They put this one to rest, right? With the fucking with Lori finally. Jamie Lee Curtis, I guess, right? The last one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's always gonna be.
I'm gonna try to find this list, but shit, it even starts with Wonka, right? That movie just came out. I know we're in 2023 still, but that's a big reboot right before 2024 kicks in.
Yeah, supposedly, like depending on how good that one does, like you know what I mean, because they want to sign up for like a sequel and like you know what I mean.
Let me see. Okay, so Deadpool, that's coming out with another one. I guess that's a sequel, not a reboot.
But it's a superhero movie.
Yeah. Despicable Me 4. So another
or a super merch. The merch with the mouth.
Yeah. So fuck Godzilla versus Kong. So this is
Yeah, they've been doing the it's the same universe, right? As the Godzilla that they came out with my man. What's our man from Malcolm in the Middle, the dad, and from Breaking Bad? Bryan Cranston.
Cranston, yep. And Joe said Wonka's a musical. I mean, if it's going off of the original, it should be, because the original one's a musical. I mean, they have it's like 5 or 6 songs or whatever.
Yeah, the Oompas, they be getting down.
Well, no, I mean everybody, like even Charlie, I've got a golden ticket.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, I mean, just songs throughout the entire thing. Planet of the Apes. I don't know if this is.
Oh, they're bringing that back.
I don't know if this is.
They're continuing it.
Yeah, so I think this is a sequel.
Yeah, because the last time they let off the gun, they're already like strapped with guns, and there's one that talks already. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. The Joker, Joaquin Phoenix, they're coming out with a sequel.
I'm excited for that one because I think they're gonna have a Harley Quinn in there.
Mm-hmm. So they're coming out with the fucking another Wizard of Oz. We're literally talking about Wizard of Oz earlier. Coming out with the new one.
Is it all black people?
No, it's not the Wiz. It's called Wicked. The Wiz is probably the best one, anyways. And National Treasure 3. So they're coming out with a sequel there.
I love Nicolas Cage.
Gladiator 2. I don't know how that's gonna work.
Put that on.
Oh, it's the son of Maximus. That's what it's about.
I am son of Maximus Aurelius.
Lucius. Son of Maximus.
Of Maximus Aurelius. What is that? Loyal to the true king.
And what the fuck? Kung Fu Panda 4.
Okay. Shout out to Jack Black.
Okay, this one. Okay, this isn't a sequel or anything, but the Bob Marley movie is supposed to be coming out.
Who's playing them?
I don't know. Let me go see.
Watch, it's Michael B. Jordan or something. You got to get a lightweight, got a light skin motherfucker up. He's not the darkest.
Kingsley Ben-Adir? I'm not sure.
I wonder which story they're gonna tell, like from when he's blowing up to like the government fucking conspiracy, and they gave him the shoe, and he fucking pricked him with something or whatever the fuck the conspiracy is. He got toe cancer.
Yeah.
And then like he refused, like because of his Rastafarian religion, he can like amputate something. You know what I mean? Because they're like, we need to cut this toe off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but isn't that crazy?
So we got the Spider-Man movie, another Sonic movie as well coming out.
Oh, the Craven movie, right? The Spider-Man, the Craven one.
No, it's the Beyond the Spider-Verse. It's the sequel to the other one.
The animated one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that shit better fucking be like the ending of it.
It's gonna hit.
Better not fucking make us go like just end the fucking story already. God damn it.
Why? What's wrong with Miles Morales?
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, I hate the to be continueds. Like, it's the worst because we're gonna go see it in theaters because of Noble, and like it's the worst. You can't have us sit through a 2-hour movie and it doesn't get concluded. So
man, that's how you're supposed to do it, bro. You gotta leave them at the edge of their seat.
Even that one was already a sequel. Like it was off of a 2.
It's the big dope game, bro. It's the big dope game. Motherfuckers is fiending for that next sequel, bro.
Fucking Beetlejuice 2.
Oh, okay.
Coming out. Supposedly.
Hey, he was a grimy, bro. He was a dirty vato, bro.
Actually, it doesn't say Michael Keaton in here.
Oh, come on.
Out of the top 4 people. He could be in there. Maybe he's just not.
Maybe a little cameo.
Yeah.
Is it Tim Burton at least?
Yeah, he's directing.
Okay, good.
And it's the Wednesday Addams chick, Scream 6 and all that. Like she's the one who's
Oh, this is a full reboot, probably.
Yeah.
She's the kid.
Well, I mean, it continues.
She's the Winona Ryder character.
Well, it continues the story, so it's not a reboot.
Okay.
It's Beetlejuice 2, so
it's probably just the same. It's probably the same house.
Yeah. And Mortal Kombat 2 coming out apparently.
What? What again?
The Lion King Mufasa.
Oh, what? Okay, is it young Mufasa?
Yeah. Crazy.
Oh shit!
What? Maleficent 3? Fuck, ridiculous.
Who's that? Angelina Jolie?
I mean, yeah.
Big ass titties.
What else? Man,
Angelina was thick, bruh.
so many reboots and Bad Boys 4.
Oh, they're gonna cancel that thing. Watch.
Adema said Lions versus Cowboys tomorrow night. Who you got?
I like the Lions to cover the spread.
I think the Cowboys are just going to end up choking. Like, hopefully they put up a bunch of points for us.
I don't know. They're at home, so I think they actually win this game. But I like the line. I think the money is the Lions spread.
Lord of War. What? So
yeah, another one.
But it doesn't say Lord of War 2.
Okay, yeah. Could you? Oh, okay. I mean, because that was loosely based on a true story. Nicolas Cage. That movie was dope.
Okay, well, so it says the world's most famous arms dealer discovers that he has a son, Anton, who's trying to outdo his father by raising an army of mercenaries to fight in America's Middle Eastern conflicts. A triggering father-son rivalry.
Ooh, I like the pun right there. Oh, so it is Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, he's in it.
Sick. Look at Nick. He been at work, bruh. Hey, Mary, you know what's funny is Pauly Shore kicks it with him. When I seen Pauly Shore on Rogan, he was like, "Yeah, Nick, you got some things in the works."
Tino said, "I just want to see the new Joker and the new Batman movie." Yeah, Johnny said Lord of War was super.
I don't think they're coming out with the Batman this year.
Yeah, I didn't say any Batmans.
Yeah,
I haven't seen any either. Yeah, they're coming out with a sequel to Twister. They're calling this one Twisters.
Damn.
Twice Twister. Matt, remember the movie
this fall?
Remember the movie that we produced in 1996? It was called Twister. Imagine this.
Hold on, wait for it.
Double the Twister, and we'll call it Twisters. Gold.
I'll have my people call your people. when you leave the room, that was brilliant.
And Joe said Twister 1 was amazing. I know. Now imagine double the Twisters.
That shit was a trip though, huh? They driving in. I was like, man, they driving in that truck. That truck don't even got like a Hemi in it, bro. Like they're not getting away from that thing. Where's my truck? There it is.
And Crispy said, I think you're gonna end up choking on the dab. How about them Cowboys?
he got offended there.
Derek's going to be on tomorrow. He said he's going to come through. So it's not like we're just going to be able to talk shit about the Cowboys without anybody on screen to defend you guys.
That's who. I'll be in the chat.
Oh, Joe said the best actor in that movie died. Ooh. Well, I mean, see, like all of these movies are all taking place like 20 years later. So like no matter what the original story was based on, they are going to be continuing that. It seems like in a lot of these sequels, but it's going to be like the son of this person or the daughter of this person or something like that.
It's the son. He's yelling at the tornado. Remember me?
You took my dad.
They're like, get in the car. Get in the car. It's a Twister. Yeah, I know. I've been waiting for him.
Yeah, so there's a shitload of movies coming out, and most of the ones that are coming out are sequels of either superhero movies or sequels, because we got superhero movies that are sequels coming out.
I mean, here's my thing. I just thought of this right now, actually. I don't think we should be surprised because, man, like before, like, I mean, even when you go back to early cinema, I mean, comic books and all this shit was like, man, this is the shit, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're just seeing it all played out in theater, in live action form now. You know what I mean? Which is something they've been wanting to do with comics forever, but you can really do like shit like that without looking lame. Like, remember fucking
like there's no
original Hulk series
with
Lou, whatever the fuck was his name.
There's like no comedy movies that are
Lou Reigns. Is that his name? What's his name? Lou Gehrig's disease. What's his name?
Lou Gehrig?
Whatever his name is, the guy who played the Hulk. But like, just you look back.
Oh, yeah.
like super cheesy. You know, I mean, even like the original Spider, they did like a Spider-Man in the '80s, I think too. It was like whack, like. You know, you had to wait for the technology to catch up, where you can like do some phenomenal looking shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, damn it. What was that guy's name? Now it's like killing me.
Lou Gary? It's probably not even Lou something.
No, you're right with the Lou. What the fuck is Lou Ferrigno? There
you go.
I could not think of it. I had to fucking Google it.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, I had to fucking Google it. Ferrigno.
You ever seen I Love You, Man? For real? So good. It's Paul Rudd.
Okay.
But like he's engaged to be married. He's like a real estate agent, and he has no friends at all.
Mm-hmm.
So it's this whole thing. Like he meets a dude, and they're like, they start hanging out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, and like this dude like knows he's fought Lou Ferrigno. That's like his whole thing. Like he just beefs with him. Like,
yeah.
You gotta watch. It's hella funny. It's really like pathetic. And that's what makes it so funny.
Man, it's crazy because like now the only comedy movies that we're gonna get just straight on the streaming.
That's where all the money is.
Straight on the streaming, and that's it. So.
Quote unquote.
Yeah. Well, I mean, out of all these movies that are supposed to be coming out in 2024, I'm looking through a lot of the descriptions and stuff, and zero of them are comedies, unless it's like a kid's movie that's supposed to be like a comedy, but I'm not counting those for us. Oh, they're coming out with a new fucking Ghostbusters movie. That was one that I missed.
With the kid from Stranger Things? It's the same little group?
I think so, but I'm not sure.
Bro, you'll like Stranger Things, bro. I'm telling you.
I think I watched the first episode and then fell asleep, and I just like didn't revisit it.
Yeah, first episode was kind of dark, leaves you intrigued. Little kid gets snatched up right out the gate. They're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Tino said this generation needs a new Jackie Chan.
I know, right? Because like, look, we don't even have it. And you know what? Like even like a Jet Li, who wasn't like funny at all. He was like a serious cat.
Yeah.
But like, dang, but he was like a Shaolin monk for real. Like, he didn't train with the Shaolin motherfuckers. Like, he was dope for real.
Johnny said, Ghostbusters 9. We're the ghosts now.
Whoa. Who's the buster now?
Yeah, because
how come they never had Slimer in that motherfucker like they did in the cartoon? You know what I mean? Slimer was a motherfucker. He's like lightweight in there.
He was just only in the first and the second one. That was it.
Oh, they had him in the second one too?
Pretty sure. I mean, it was.
Yeah, because they hadn't captured him.
I mean, it's both short-lived with that character because they're actually hunting the ghosts. So.
And the broad looking exactly like the cartoon too.
The second one was just him being out and about in New York. That was when all those ghosts just when the ooze just got like unveiled on.
It was flowing through the fucking. What was the ooze that just brings out the paranormal activity or something?
It just brings out like the negative or something in people, like even more. So like New York, it was like New York on steroids with the negative attitudes.
I'm walking here.
Johnny says he's driving the bus in number 2. That's what it was. He was driving the bus.
Oh, okay, word. Yeah, that's right. Because all the ghosts they bust out that little chamber thing. Remember?
Yeah,
they were storing all of them.
Yeah.
Slimer got about that. He's like, finally. He was mobbing up.
back at it.
Yeah, because remember part 1, he's in a little, it's like a little, like a ballroom or whatever. Or it was like a banquet room.
Was it? I thought he was
like at a hotel. And he's just hella grubbing.
Oh, yeah.
Flying out the back of him.
Yeah. Because
and then he comes out, he's all covered in slime.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that he was in the library, but no, he was not the ghost in the library. That was that crazy, like, librarian-looking ghost.
The one who scared me was the dude on the painting, bro. When I was a kid, I used to watch that shit. You know, he comes out the painting, he grabs the baby. Like, oh, shit.
Yeah, I hated that Yanish guy or whoever the fuck that was, his little minion. That was a bastard. Tina said they should remake the Warriors movie in the Bay Area, and they got to go from San Jose to San Francisco.
Oh shit, that's a
man. If you're gonna remake the Warriors, you can't remake the city. I mean, call it something different besides the Warriors.
No, but that's the point though, because the Warriors play in the Bay. See?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You can have all kinds.
Where's their where's their arena now?
They play in the city again. Yeah, because they were playing in Oakland for the better part of like the last however many the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just moved there too, not too long ago.
And see, but like San Jose doesn't go through Oakland to get to San Francisco, huh?
No, it's a different side.
Okay, so here's what it has to be.
East Bay, and then
it has to be somewhere where they're going from San Jose, but they have to go through Oakland. So it's like everything's like barricaded, or like, you know, the freeway is cut off, or like something to where they have to go through Oakland.
It probably a play on like, hey, we gotta get to the bridge.
Yeah,
it crosses the bridge. The Oakland Bridge.
See, the Warriors would be a good one to remake, but there's just way too many.
It would have to be New York.
There's way too many guns now, so it's like, how do you remake that and like not have guns?
Well,
like,
I mean, unless you did a timepiece. You know what I mean? Just like like, you know, like West Side Story. They've remade that time and time again, like in modern day shit, right? Or what was it? The '90s Romeo and Juliet, right, with Leo.
So there's another one coming out called Juliet in 2024. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
The story,
but, but you know, like it's. I remember, what's his name? John Leguizamo was in that joint, right? And then like, you know, his character was one of the antagonists that would like draw his sword and call it the Excalibur, but in this one, it was a gun. You know what I mean? So it's all the same shit, but it's just, you know, a play on it. Yeah.
Tybalt. Yeah, he was crazy in that movie.
Come out and play.
Man. Yeah, so hard. How do you remake that?
I don't know. You know, I would be upset about it, actually. I should just leave it alone.
It's such a good movie.
Fuck that, we're remixing this thing.
Okay, I wonder if that's one of the ones that's on Amazon Prime. Let's see. Nope. Not there. There's some other warrior movies there. Tino said Leo's Romeo and Juliet. My favorite movie.
It's fire.
My favorite movie that I don't talk about.
It's fire.
Super good.
You know what's my favorite movie that I don't talk about? Sweeney Todd, Demon Barber. It's a fucking, it's a bloody musical with Johnny Depp. It's just hella tight.
Okay.
This is the party, dude.
Nice. All right. Whoo. I think it might be time to shut this one down. Got to watch Money Train again. Take some notes this time. We'll be back at 5-ish. And Dino said I like Stand By Me. It's a classic movie.
It's a good one. And Stand By Me, My Girl. Stand By Me, that's Joaquin, or no, River Phoenix, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And then what was the other one? There was one similar to that with Pony Boy, fucking Ralph Macchio, and fucking.
The only Ralph Macchio joints I know is Karate Kid.
Yeah, it was before that. Let me see. What the fuck was that one called? Someone throw it in the chat. What the hell?
You know what would be a good movie? Like back in the days, they should have done this, like a father-son, like coming of age movie, man. But it was Tony Danza and Ralph Macchio. I swear to God. And then I guess get Chachi in the mix somehow. Like he's like the grandpa or something. You know what I mean? The motherfuckers look, I swear to God, they're the same person.
The Outsiders. Yeah, there we go. The Outsiders.
Ooh, oh, that one's throwback.
Yeah. See, you did know about that one. Ralph Macchio.
Yeah, shit. That's a minute ago.
Gustavo, what up? Blood In, Blood Out. Oh, yeah. Check us out on the Silver Screen Breakdowns, because we have the whole movie of Blood In, Blood Out, and we did a breakdown of Blood In, Blood Out.
Vatos Locos forever, eh?
Yeah. And Peacock, of course. That was his first appearance on the Silver Screen Breakdowns. Had to come.
Hell yeah.
That one. Hell yeah.
Carnal.
All right. I think it's time. Yeah, let's get up out of here. Make sure you guys watch Money Train before tonight's Silver Screen Breakdowns live stream. We'll be here, me, Bogey, Nelly Nell.
What?
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Money Train with Woody Harrelson, Wesley Snipes, and J-Lo's Big Booty. Oh, yeah. Anything new, Bogey, that you got to shout out?
Yep. Just we're going to be dropping crazy shit in the new year. You know, it's one of those things. It's like how people like want to work out and get all healthy and shit in the new year. I just want to drop hell music. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Week 17, give me money.
We'll see you then.
All of it.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.